Kent sparkling wine, served up at last month's royal wedding, has won top prize at the World's Wine Oscars. The royal couple chose the Rosé Brut from Chapel Down Vineyard in Tenterden.
Well, now the wine has also won a gold medal at this year's International Wine Challenge, the world's largest competition of its kind. Our environment correspondent, Yvette Austin, reports for the latest in our food chain series.
The right vines, the right soil and the right conditions. All ingredients that went into making a wine that's one of the best in the world. Chapel Down's Rosé Brut is Pinot Noir at its peak.
Well, we're in amongst a Pinot Noir vineyard, and Pinot Noir is one of the most difficult grapes in the world to grow. It requires a cool climate, but at its best it can produce some of the world's greatest wines. Pink champagne, white champagne, rosé still wines and some great red wines too. And this vineyard in particular is producing some world-class fruit to enable us to do that.
The wine stood out from among 12,000 that were entered for the competition. The expert judges placed it above others from abroad with bigger reputations and price tags.
It has a bit more complexity than most wines I'd expect to come from England. It's got this lovely, delicate sort of salmon pink colour and a very sort of fresh strawberry with a little hint of toastiness from perhaps a little bit of aging, and I just think it's an astonishing wine.
And Chapel Down Bubbly has impressed royalty too. Reputedly, it was the choice of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge at their wedding reception. The company hasn't always been so successful. It began its life in Tenterden in 1994, but in 2000 had tricky times and went bust. A year later, it re-energised and now owns 120 acres of vineyards and has 15 other vineyard partnerships across Kent and Sussex. Production carries on throughout the year. This batch of favourite fizz is almost ready to be prepared for sale. But the pressure is now on for what's made of the next harvest, and the current spell of dry weather bodes well.
What it's done is it's given us about a 15-day head start on where we'd normally be. And if your growing season, as it is in vines, is only 110 days, that's going to give us lots of options when it comes to harvest time. And if we have those choices, we should be able to replicate that wonderful success of a gold medal again with a bit of luck.
That's in the future, though. Now there's time to celebrate. Yvette Austin, BBC South East Today, Tenterden.
It's 17 minutes.